Day 3. The house is 80% dismantled. Only the frame, the outermost frames are standing. I think they're gonna order like a truck or bulldozers to carry it up. Right now there's a bulldozer crawling through the land. So this is how they make road here. So on the side of the hill, you just carve into it and create a new road. And then this road would lead all the way to our houses and hilltop. So it's gonna be an exciting project, and it is part of my dream, which I copied Joseph, where you have a boundary, like a parameter, like a road that goes around the land that you can use for exercise. Well, if it is gonna be a Zen stay, we're definitely gonna need a Zen walk. And you know what? I think the other night, idea, like in South Korea, people will make a wooden deck or staircases going up that hill, passing that tree. I'm still considering whether we should put the house, the main house, on top of the hill. It gets really windy for a few weeks in this land. But possibly we're gonna save it for later. I may need to get back to work, fundraising, or just fundraising myself to build more like a modern style. We try to make it as local as possible, but it will be mostly modern, because it's gonna be a library. It's too much for a library, but it can be a place where like a library, where you sit down, do your research, work. Part of the Zen stay experiment is you can come here and get no other distraction than the nature itself, and then focus on what you want to do most, what matters most in your life, and go home and keep digging. So there must be a place where you can sit down like in a library and do proper work and research. I know I'm gonna turn one of the room into like a workable privacy kind of thing. Like Joseph and Jin can stay, and Joseph can go home, call his mom with privacy, show her the landscape. But that cannot be a working area. I don't think so. I still think it's better to put your work desk away from your resting bed, and no work is done where you rest. So and also one of the point is, here you're gonna have to, I would suggest, promote and encourage people to do stuff like this. No, you're not gonna plow the land, but you're gonna go out when you've done with your work, when you've done meditating, exercising, do whatever you're here for with the Zen element. But then you need to go out. And yesterday, in another video, we discovered a beautiful trail up there. Easy. So put on the shoes, you can walk there for 2 hours. There's a tour, camp there and dig. Maybe stay overnight, I'm not sure yet, but yeah, that's one of the activity. And we can also put on some mountain bike here. I definitely want to check out all those forests and unpaved road. Not like this. It's more like a concrete semi. It's rideable. but the landscape here, and there's a lot of fragments of history and relics, war relics or local tribal people relics. So there's a lot of potentials for adventurous spirit. Adventurous spirit. My English is being split between the local tribal language and Vietnamese and all other stuff. Yeah, we also got told a story about a local lady who was teaching English, and then she married to an old French guy. But the point is, she's really into history, and she's doing a research master thesis in France about the local history of this very specific area and this specific group of Sedang people. Today I got share a dictionary made by French. No, sorry, made by America. So I guess it's a part of the thing. American army would go anywhere and try to adopt and research the local language. So yeah, we got a dictionary and how to learn some basic local tribal language. So that's the part of the idea where I think maybe it's better not to put the main house up there, but just a library. So you have a reason to go uphill to work. Yeah, it's better not to get lazy up there. So far, that's what I have. I drafted some idea about the house. So mostly we will keep the part on the roof, on the ceiling, with a big piece of glass, not too big, tempered glass, so it's safe. It's a little bit heavy, so I can only use the roof metal pieces, metal sheet. Cannot use normal roof ties. But yeah, it's a trade-off. Get this, have to trade that for something else. Luckily, Lang said that the new materials would not be too noisy. Last night it was noisy as hell when the wind was gusting through all the thin metal sheet all around the house. People wrap their house with metal sheet here. We will have a lot of extra pieces of wood that I would use for the bunker house. Oh, it's a bomb hole. We was thinking of asking that excavator to fill it up, but then I was like, wait, why don't we make it like a hobbit house, like in Lord of the Rings? So suddenly yesterday, I think Lung just caught up, and he was like, oh, like, no, let's make it like a hobbit house. And I was like, oh yeah. So I really like this guy. He and me was like on board very quickly on many idea and creativity. So, and also on top of that, we both share a very big interest in the local minorities and not minorities. Here I am the minority, and the local people, local Sedang people, and their history and all of the cultural. We have more than just farming. I'm feeling that we have way more than just farming. And oh, the library. I was thinking of adding a module to the main house to teach, or just to, you know, just very basic, but mostly playing, but teaching English to the local kids, even adult. They have no reason to study or get it from me here because there's no Westerner here. But you never know, and it's fun. And I guess it's also a good way to start a relationship with the local, not only local people, but also local government. And yeah, so that library can act like a modern cultural center. I really want to make it their style. Like they call it Nhà Rong, which is like a huge house with a cottage, thatched roof on top. but it's gonna cost some extra money, which I have to be really careful of my spending right now. Got a job offer, possibly I will get a job offer in the city, because that's how I fund myself and these all adventures. Right now I have enough for myself, but then being here, seeing this guy, this community, this richness in every other thing, especially cultures, I got a bump. Yeah, I could not sleep last night. I don't know. It feels like we need to invest more, and it's also a way to give back. I don't want to just stay here and be like a runaway from the city. I want to bring developments, not like turning them into something like the city. Hell no. But it's so pretty, and it's a waste. And actually, even the local people right here, they don't study the language. Their language is going away. Cannot blame them. I mean, I feel bad. They are earning like way below the minimum wage, but indeed they're also spending way less. But hey, that's only to maintain life. That's not development. So it's not fair. They don't get the, yeah, just thinking I need to help. I feel that I need to help them. But right now I'm helping myself, and let's see from now. That's on a grand scheme and some vision. Some grand vision on day 3 is always some a thing to have a caution and concern. But hey, you need a dream to live until tomorrow. So yeah, that is that. Somebody's late to work. Oh no, he was here. Yeah. So downhill is a farm where Long keep all his farming tools and fertilizers, where also he trade really smart and prominent agricultural businessman. I would not call him a farmer, but he basically does farming. But he has a really good mindset for develop interesting businesses. He's really more than just a normal farmer, and he's someone who study farming, not just farm, growing tree, follow parents, or just do it by copycat. In most rural areas, that guy studied. The other day I talked about the idea of having a raised bed vegetable. He come up with the word, oh, raised bed? I'm like, what? Yeah, him and Lan and his wife E, such an admirable couples. What else? Mostly the library idea, new house idea for the house. I still think we need to do the bathtub. There's a hot spring water here that you can just come and pay. Like, what? Just a few dollars and they're gonna pump. Oh no, don't touch the pine tree. He broke the pine tree. Yeah, that guy's being careless. He's touching the pine tree. Hey, come on, man. It's gonna take that tree a few months to years to grow it back. Come on. Ui. Ôi, gãy cây anh ơi. I'm starting to yell blood. You get impatient with local people sometimes because there's a lot of miscommunication, and the style is also different. But it's the same to the city people. Sometimes they just don't do what you ask them to do. Sometimes I don't do what people ask me to do. Anyway, the tree survived. Just a few branches. But I think maybe let's put it down. It become a new tree. We're gonna wrap the land with some pine tree flowers. Yeah, that's what I have in my mind so far for day 3. See you on day 4.